Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, I've been trying this 290 and loving it. Yeah, I know. I've done this in the past before. Yeah, stay tuned. Hey guys, are you learning or are you trying to improve your tennis? Are you taking a 1 hour lesson a week or possibly 2 1-hour lessons a week? But are you playing in between? If you're like me and I tried to learn to play the drums, in a 6-month period, I played the drums 30 minutes every week, only during the lessons. So if you want to accelerate your progress in tennis, get a fast track. Because if you're not practicing in between and you don't have a game, at least you can hit 1,000 forehands and 1,000 backhands. That's what the fast track does. It gets your game going. It gets your muscles memorized. So guys, get your game on the fast track and accelerate the progress that you get from your lessons. Click on the link below and get your tennis on the fast track. All right, so in the past, let's say 25, 30 years ago, it's been a while, guys, I know. I was kind of not really caring about my tennis, and I had a racket lying around that was a 4.4, 95 square inch head, titanium 4.4 from Wilson. So TI Hammer, I believe it was called. And it was like literally 10 ounces. So I started with it in stock form. I started adding lead. I started adding more lead and more lead until it was 337 grams total without the overgrip, because I didn't use an overgrip back then. So I figured out that by adding weight to it, that I could customize it to what I wanted. So what I'm going to do with this 290 is I'm going to start with a 5 gram butt cap weight, and then gonna go with a 10-pound butt cap weight. Because on light rackets like this, it's already balanced towards the head. I want to see if I could rebalance it towards, here, and get kind of an even balance on this, to see if I could just play with it as is that way before loading it up on the head and putting one of these on. Because I'm, trying to minimize my exposure to lead and kind of weaning off the weight in the head. Sound about right? So I'm going to start by taking off the stock one. The stock one is like 2, from what I remember, 2 to 2.5. And I'm going to take the 5. And insert it. Patience. You know me, guys. It's there. No way. Okay. Take the tape off. See, I love it because it's hollow. If you didn't watch the review of this racket, this is not foam filled. That is why I like it. That is why I'm even doing this. So 5 grams. Popped in. Okay. Ooh, that feels pretty freaking good, actually. All right, let's go hit. that was interesting. So a little is good. How about a little more? We'll pop the 5 out now. Oh, wow. Solinco. For those of you who said the things are popping out now, I got a bent thing now. Okay. They're making it tighter now. I like it. All right, so I'm going to get the 10 now. Wow. Solinco, thank you. I know, mine's popped out a couple times too. So that's the one thing about Solinco. They listen. They don't just land whatever. What's up, KT? Anyways. It's stencil on there. Stencil, right? Stencil. I don't even like red. I had to do it. Okay. Anyways, we'll pop the 10 in now. And that's tight. I'm going to go the other way. There, popped. Ooh, yes. It's a tight fit in there now. Ooh. Ooh. That's a 10 grammer. Let's go hit with a 10 grammer. All right, just got off the court. So we tried out both the 5 gram weight and the 10 gram weight in the butt cap. That they make so easy to switch.
Yes.
And now stay. Let's start with the 5 first. What did you think when we put the 5 gram on?
5 gram on, it felt like, you know, you could feel the difference. There's definitely a weight difference. But especially if you wanted to customize it to your handle where it's a little more handle heavy and looking for a little more control, you would feel a significant difference. I wouldn't say it'll alter your game a little bit, but if you guys are looking for like a slight change with the feel of it, and it's not as drastic as, you know, going to a 10 pounder, it would be great. Or 10 grammer, sorry, it would be great. But no, I felt like this is a pretty lighter racket.
It's 290 versus our 305s.
Versus our 305s. This plays like a 305 like stock. Like, if you know what it reminds me of, it's the they discontinue it on Technofiber. Is the EGA.
Oh yeah, 298.
298.
Tempo.
Tempo, yeah. It just reminds you of the Tempo, except with a little more control because of the whiteout. But it plays like that. It feels very similar to that. I can see that,
definitely.
So now, I would say.
So the reason why I wanted to do this is the 290 doesn't have foam.
Yeah, it does not have foam. It does not feel like
did you feel that it didn't have foam?
Yeah, it did not feel like foam. This is great, in my opinion. I like it. I like it without foam. Sorry, Solinco. But I love my rackets, though. I still like it. I just gotta get used to it. But knowing me, I do like to feel a lot of the racket. So without the foam, it kind of felt familiar again. But with this weight, it did help it. I think that definitely helps this racket because it definitely brings it around. You feel the weight of the handle a little more. So like there's enough change that, you know, you're like, oh, it's there, right? But it's not like incredibly heavy, but you can still swing around and have fun with it.
So what happened when I put the 10 on?
10 is like, it's basically my racket at that point. It felt like home, basically. It felt like home. I think the 10 grams, what I love about it is usually when I tried I think the first one, it kept falling out. Yep. So I was really worried that, like, you know, being even heavier, the temptation of letting it drop out more is going to more likely happen.
Right.
So I was kind of cautious of it. But like when I started swinging, there's some ball that kind of hit a little bit off the frame and actually stayed on. So that's a good thing. I think that's a great update, and they did a great job adjusting that.
You had to help me put it on.
Yeah, actually. Because it's actually pretty, like,
it's tight now.
It's tight. So like you really got to mash it in there. And when you put it on, like, I think I love the 10 more, especially with this type of racket because the 290. So it's at 300. Yeah, 300.
300 with the
300 with the 10. And man, it just felt like home to me. That was probably one of the, I think Solinco did a great job with the butt caps, the weighted butt caps. if you guys are wanting to, find a butt cap that is weighted, but also like you don't have to put weights on this. Like you don't have to do the old school way of putting it on the handle or
shoving it in.
You're like trying to test it out and just shove it all in, or use putty to get it in there. This is actually such a great.
So easy.
It's so easy, but also it's really useful. I think it's well made, and you do feel a difference. That's what I believe.
I liked it with the 5, and I could play with it with the 5. It was, it was great. It had so this is what I felt, Coach Gu. I felt a slight more lag because I brought the hand across, and then I could feel the thing come across with more whip.
Yes, it does. Yeah. I think for the 10, like I love the 10 more because I just swing a bit faster, and that like my forehand, I love to swing it out pretty quickly. It actually helped me control it a little more with the 10. The 5 is still great. I think it's just a little too light for me. For you, it'd be perfect. I mean, this is in your wheelhouse, but the 10 for me is in my wheelhouse, and I love it.
Definitely. I actually like the 10 more too, actually. The lag was even greater, actually.
It felt great. That's the best part. The lag didn't feel like it was like unwavy or unstable. It actually felt great.
Yeah, it helped the hand, and then actually helped bring that around right on time.
You kind of actually feel the throat going at the same time, which is great.
Yeah, and then when you struck it, or when I struck it, I was like, whoa, hello.
Yeah. And it's like a good solid impact.
And then it's like, feel. It's like, feel, yeah. Boom. And it goes ding. It's like when you hit the mark, ding.
Yeah. Whatever Harry said, I'm just not going to do that again.
Ding, 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 ding.
Whatever Harry did, I'm just not going to do that, but yes, I get his point.
Ding, ding, ding. Like, I kept just hitting the mark.
Is it the NASA?
Feel, dude.
Okay, calm down, man. Calm down.
I liked it a lot. Okay.
I know.
So guys, if you want feel, start with a 290 racket. You'll get it. It's yes, a little light. These little weights will get you to where you want to be.
You'll be surprised.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I needed to add weight to the head at all to balance it out.
No.
I thought it was perfect.
Yeah, I think this is a great addition. So anyone that, wants to customize their rackets without, spending hours and hours, especially on like the handle part, to just tape it up and do all that, jazz. Just put a 5 on there, or put a 10 on these Solinco weighted butt caps, and you'll probably be super surprised.
Yep. Guys, try it out, guys. Yep. More feel. Coach Gu, thank you for doing this test with me.
Of course.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at ag.tennis. Also, you can also contact there as well.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.